It's the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game here from New Britain, Connecticut as the Windsor Flyers take on the Haverhill Hitmen. And welcome you to the broadcast, everybody. I'm Stephen Earl. The Flyers and Hitmen meeting for the third time this season. The Flyers come out on top over the Hitmen by an average of 3 scores in each of their 2 regular season meetings. And now the Hitmen look to pull off an upset and win the championship here tonight. Flyers are coming off a 10-0 regular season record and are looking for their second championship in 3 years after winning the 2023 East Coast Football League Championship and taking the 2024 season off. Now for more on both teams, let's go down to me on the sidelines. We'll start with more on the Windsor Flyers. The Windsor Flyers finished with an undefeated regular season record in 2025, finishing with a perfect 10-0, something that they also did during their championship run in the East Coast Football League during the 2023 season. After taking 2024 off, the Flyers returned to action here in 2025, joining the New England Football League for their first season, running through opponents with their smallest margin of victory being just 14 points in a game against the Rhode Island Raptors. Speaking of run, this team will be led by star running back Jakirian Brown, who led the league in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns, so he'll be a key factor here tonight if the Flyers want to defeat the Hitmen for the third time this season and also win their second championship in the last 3 seasons. Now we'll head over to me on the other sideline to a little bit more about the Haverhill Hitmen. Haverhill Hitmen come to this game with 3 losses under their belts, 2 of those losses coming to the same team that they'll face here today to win a championship in the Windsor Flyers. In their first regular season meeting, the Flyers defeated the Hitmen by a final score of 41-18, and in their second meeting, the Flyers came out on top in that one as well, 34-13. However, according to quarterback James DeBenedetto, in those 2 games, the Hitmen did not have their entire roster, and they're expecting them to bring a full roster here to the championship game here tonight. The Hitmen are led by quarterback Isaac Ocasio, who threw 33 touchdowns, 29 during the regular season, and 4 last week in their win against the Mass Warriors in the semifinals, and the second leading rusher in the NEFL, and Josh Rodriguez. So we'll see which offense will make the biggest plays in this game. We'll also look to see which defense will step up, because as the saying goes, in the game of football, defense wins championships. Now we head up back to me in the booth as we're just about ready to kick off the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. Tonight, we crown a champion. The only question now, who will it be? The Windsor Flyers or the Haverhill Hitmen? Flyers won the toss. They defer to the second half, so Avi Schwimmer will kick it off. Let's crown a champion here tonight in New Britain, Connecticut. We are underway here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. This one will be returned. Play number 4, and he will bring it out to about the 21-yard line. That's where we will see the Haverhill Hitmen come out on offense for the first time tonight, led by quarterback Isaiah Ocasio, who has thrown 33 touchdowns this season, 29 in the regular season, and 4 last week in the Hitmen's 28-12 victory over the Mass Warriors in the North Atlantic Division semifinal. Of course, the Flyers had a bye week due to the Rhode Island Raptors forfeiting their semifinal game that was supposed to play last Sunday. Trying to think of the date, September 7th. Due to a shortage of players. And so we will again see the Haverhill Hitmen out here on offense start this one off. They will start with the ball as officially placed at the 24-yard line. Once again, under center number 1 is Isaiah Ocasio. 33 touchdown passes here on the season. Second in the NEFL behind New England Bombers' own Jeff Costa. Here we go. First play of the 2025 Division Championship game. First down with Hitmen at the 24. And Ocasio is going to hand off to the second leading rusher. That is Josh Rodriguez. And Rodriguez has a nice run down to the 35. And that looks to be enough for a first down on the first play from scrimmage. And it is. You see the ref signaling there. It is a first down. So a nice first play. Again, the second leading rusher here for the Haverhill Hitmen, Josh Rodriguez, second in the league in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Right behind the man on the other side of the field, Jakirian Brown, number 22, who we will see later on as the Flyers come out for their first offensive drive after the Hitmen finish theirs. Ball officially at the 36-yard line. That is a gain of 12 there on first down. So it's first down for the Hitmen. Gain of 12 on the first play from scrimmage. See what they can do on the second play. And Ocasio hands off here. And this time the Flyer defense wrapped him up in the backfield. Couple Flyers there in the backfield. And it looks like number 58 there for the Flyers leading the way on that tackle. No 58 on my roster, so we're just getting number 58 the credit there. Can't see where they placed the football, but it's backed up a couple yards. So it'll be second down and long here for the Hitmen. So again, we are underway here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. Flyers looking to win their second championship in 3 years. Cap off another undefeated season as well. They finished undefeated in 2023 on top of winning the championship. Second half ball is now back at about the 38, so loss of 2. That's a free play here for the Hitmen. Ocasio chucking it down the sideline, and the pass is almost intercepted. Malik Campbell, who had an interception taken away earlier this season due to a penalty. And I don't see a flag. I thought it was going to be an offside against the Flyers. It looked like one of the defensive linemen jumped for the snap. But it doesn't look like they called it. So ball is still at the 30. It looks like about the 33-yard line. Might be the 32-yard line. And the marker now reads third down. So a big play here for the Windsor defense to start this one off. Hitmen trying to convert for the first time here on third down. Ocasio, pressure, steps up, throws over the middle, pass is tipped and incomplete. And the Windsor defense make the first stop here in the championship game. And the Hitmen will punt this ball away. That ball was tipped. They were lucky it wasn't intercepted. We've seen a few tip passes during the season that have been intercepted. This one falls harmlessly to the ground. So Windsor defense with the first big win here in this championship game. Yeah, 2 men back here for the punt. And that one goes over his head. And he's going to have to take off, stumbling. And he is down at near the 20. The first miscue of the night. And the Windsor Flyers will start their first offensive drive with excellent field position when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. So after the mishandled punt, we'll see the Flyers on offense for the first time tonight. They'll start at about the 24-yard line. And now we have a flag before the play can even get started. And there he is, folks. You might see him right there. We'll move the camera a little bit. There's James DiBenedetto. Again, the first time I'm seeing him at quarterback this season. He had played a few games during the regular season. Of course, those were games I had not broadcast, so I have yet to see him. Let's see what the flag was about. Looks like it was an offside. They moved the ball back to the 19-yard line. It'll be first down for the Flyers. At the 19, first offensive play here in the championship game. Benedetto throws to the sideline. Pass is caught. And breaking tackles, and he'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. Flyers strike first here in New Britain. And on the first play from scrimmage, the Flyer offense getting on the board is now 6-0 Windsor. Looks like the touchdown was caught there by Keenan Collins. One of the top receivers here for the Flyers this season. And just like that, 6-0, the Flyers take advantage of that mishandled punt by the Hitmen. And now it's Avi Schwimmer trying to come off with the extra point here, make it 7-0. And the kick looks like it might have been blocked. It still goes through the uprights, and it's good. One play, one touchdown, and the Flyers are up 7-0. And I believe we're going to get some type of offside here against the Hitmen. We'll check the marker before we pause here on YouTube. Ref's going to discuss this one. So on the first play from scrimmage, the Flyers, James DiBenedetto finding Keenan Collins for an easy touchdown from 19 yards out, and it's 7-0 Flyers. And it looks like it wasn't offside against the Hitmen, so 7-0 Flyers. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 7-0 Flyers on top of the Hitmen, and now the Flyers are kicking off here from midfield. Looks like it was a penalty against the Hitmen, some type of personal foul as the ball goes. Looks like it went out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Hitmen will start here about the 30, 35-yard line. Again, this all started because the Hitmen had the mishandled punt there after having a fourth down. After facing a fourth down, they had the punt. Punt went over the head of the punter, and he was down at about the 24-yard line. And after an offside against the Hitmen, one play, James DiBenedetto found Keenan Collins for a 19-yard touchdown pass. And that's where we stand right now, 7-0 Flyers here in the first quarter. We are at PAL Field here in New Britain, Connecticut. One of two championship games being played here tonight in the New England Football League. Of course, the Rhode Island Riptide taking on the New London County Silverbacks in the Maritime Conference Championship game. That game will start in just a little bit out in Cranston, Rhode Island. So Hitmen on their second drive. Here is Ocasio. Now you see number 37. There's Jordan Jones going out in motion and lining up a receiver now. He had 2 touchdown catches last week against the Warriors. And we have a flag, but do we have a timeout? No, we have a false start here against the Hitmen. So very slow start for the Haverhill Hitmen here today. A couple flags, mishandled punt, giving up the touchdown on the first offensive play for the Flyers. Not the way we want to start a championship game before the Hitmen. Of course, it's still only 7-0. We're very early on in this game. Still here in the first quarter. Rodriguez in the backfield. It is Ocasio in the shotgun here on first down at 15. Ocasio throws, passes, knocked away. And so Windsor's defense again showing very strong here to start off this one. It'll be second down and 15, excuse me. He had the penalty there, the false start before the first play from scrimmage here on the second drive for the Hitmen. It looks like it was number 92 that knocked that one away. That'd be Brandon Smith. Credit him for the pass deflection there. So Ocasio now 0 for 3 here, passing the football here to start this game. And a very rough start here for the Haverhill Hitmen. Second and 15. Ball back at the 19. Ocasio going down the sideline. Pass is caught. There's Jones. Jordan Jones with a flag down. Jones still going. Out of bounds here, the 45. But I think I saw a flag. And we do. There is a flag right at the 29-yard line. So this one, I think, might be coming back here. Once again, the struggles continue here to start this one off for the Hitmen. Let's check the marker. It could be against the Flyers. They let that play run. That flag was thrown during the play, so let's see what they call here. Whether it be a hold against the Hitmen or something here against the Flyer defense. And it looks like it was something against the Flyers because the ball is still near the 45-yard line. So it looks like whatever the flag was, the Hitmen have decided to decline the penalty. He'll take the big play there by Jordan Jones, who again had 2 touchdowns in that 28-12 victory over the Mass Warriors in the semifinal last week. Ball now at the 44-yard line, officially first down for the Hitmen. They're first to the game. Rodriguez in the backfield and Casio again in the shotgun. Ocasio, pressure, and trying to get away, but he won't. Down at the 41-yard line, that's a loss of about 3 yards on that sack. And in there looked like number 90 again, Check You Betting. I hope I got that name right. Now officially a loss of 2. They put the ball back at the 42-yard line. So 2nd and 12 coming up here for the Hitmen. Again, it struggles here for this Haverhill offense. 7-0 Flyers here in the first quarter. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. Here from PAL Field in New Britain, Connecticut. Flyers scored on their first drive, on their first play. 19-yard touchdown pass from James DeBenedetto to Keenan Collins. 2nd down and 12 here for the Hitmen. Ocasio. Floating this one up top, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off. Jarmel Brown down to the 29-yard line. And it's another big play for the Windsor defense. Their offense coming back out with a 7-0 lead when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Flyers starting off very strong here in this championship game. Interception by Jarmel Brown has them at the 29-yard line. First down to Benedetto. Throws, short passes, caught. Breaking off tackle. Looks like Devin Hernandez with the catch there, and he's down near the 25-yard line. Now let's see if it's a number 9 or number 8. And it does look like a number 8 there. Again, it'll be Devin Hernandez with the catch. And Keenan Collins, the 19-yard touchdown catch on the first play from scrimmage for the Flyers, gave them a 7-0 lead. And that was their first play from the second drive. Pass caught there by a gun. Looked like Devin Hernandez there, number 8. But it could have been Tyneek Woods. Again, jersey kind of tucked in. Can't really see from up here in the booth. Nonetheless, 2nd down here, about 6. Ball at the 25-yard line. And DeBenedetto's going to hand off to the leading rusher of the NEFL, Jakarian Brown. And Brown inside the 20 down to the 17. And that is a Flyer first down. It should be a Flyer first down. Let's see what the official marker says there on the other side of the field. It is going to read 3rd down here for the Flyers. Thought Kip Brown had got enough for the first down there on that carry. And Jakarian Brown leads the NEFL in rushing yards from rushing touchdowns. We're going to see what he can do here. He had 2 touchdowns in that 34-13 victory over the Hitmen in Lawrence a couple weeks ago. So 3rd down here. Ball is officially at the 19-yard line. This will be a big stop here for the Haverhill Hitmen defense if they can make one. And whistle blown, so that usually signals a false start. And it is going to back them up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down a little longer here for the Hitmen, Flyers, excuse me. 7-0 Flyers on top of the Hitmen. A lot of miscues so far for Haverhill. He had the punt mishandled on the first drive, and then on the next drive, Acosta throwing an interception to Jarmel Brown. On a pass, looked like he was throwing off with both of his feet. Looked like he was falling down as he threw that pass, as he just floated up there. Jarmel Brown was able to come away with the interception. So 3rd down a little longer here after the false start. Benedetto is going to hand off here to Brown. Brown going up the middle, get it back inside the 20, and he'll be pushed right back at the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. And it's going to be 4th down. Now decision time here for the Flyers. Do they want to go for it here? Or are they going to let their kicker give them a 10-0 lead here in this championship game? And the way it looks like the Flyers are indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a long 4th down too, folks. Questionable call here, 7-0 lead. If you don't make it, Hitmen come back out with a chance to tie this game once again. So, ball is officially at the 20-yard line, so the Flyers are going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to extend on their 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. Here we go, 4th down. Ball at the 20. Flyers trying to take advantage of that interception by Jarmel Brown. And Benedetto hands off here to Brown. And Brown up the middle. And it looks like he got enough for a Flyer first down. So the 4th down conversion is successful by the Flyer offense, and they get a fresh set of downs. And it looks like, let's see what the plays football. Officially at the 15-yard line, so they got a gain of 5 on that 4th down run there. But Jakarian Brown. And now once again the chance here for the Flyers to extend on their 7-0 lead and take advantage of that interception by Jarmel Brown. So first down for the Flyers here at the Hitmen 15-yard line. Already up 7-0. Got Brown in the backfield and DiBenedetto in the shotgun. And somebody jumped. Let's see who the question is. Who are they going to call it on there? Saw number 80 there jump for the Flyers. That was Dexter Berry, one of the captains here, and it looks like they're going to get him for a false start. That's the second false start here against the Flyers on this drive. So ball back to the 20-yard line. It'll be first and 15 now for the Flyers. 7-0 Windsor. Again, a lot of miscues here for the Hitmen. Mishandled punt on the first, after the first drive, led to a fourth down. And on the next drive, Ocasio throwing an interception. Flyers took advantage of that mishandled punt, scoring on their first play. Benedetto throw a 19-yard touchdown to Keenan Collins. First and 15 here after the false start. Benedetto is going to throw. Short pass caught. There's Tyler Sylvia, the big man, and he is going to be brought down at about the 16. Only a gain of about 4. Now a flag comes in afterwards. And let's see. There was some type of late hit, maybe a personal foul, something along those lines. Let's see who the flag is against here. Again, only a gain of about 4. On the pass there, again, caught by Tyler Sylvia, number 12. Wait for the official word here to see who the penalty is against. And it looks like they called it against the Hitmen. They're moving that ball. You see the Hitmen moving closer to that end zone. Marker reads second down here for the Flyers. Ball is now at the 9-yard line. There's about a 10-yard penalty there. What for? I'm not exactly sure, but we can tell you it was against the Hitmen. And I was saying it's a first down. So first down and goal here. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Flyers trying to extend another 7-0 lead. We're here at PAL Field for this one. Here in New Britain, Connecticut. This is the second championship here in 2025 being played here at PAL Field. Flash it back to May 18th. Connecticut Falcons defeated the East Coast Cardinals 16-12 to win the East Coast Football League Spring Championship game right here at PAL Field. And we have a delay game here against the Flyers, so we'll back them up 5 yards. Play clock hits 0. For those who might be wondering, folks, there is no, of course, it's been the story here for the New England Football League as far as games that we broadcasted. No running clock. Refs are controlling the clock. They'll let us know when we get to the end of the first quarter, which I'm sure we're very close to at this point in time. 7-0 Windsor trying to extend on that lead. They had the ball first and goal. Actually, not first and goal. It's first and goal. Ball now back at the 14-yard line after the false start. Well, the delay game. So again, that's the third penalty against the Flyers on this drive. Last time out took them was one play to score. Now they have triple as many penalties on this drive. First and goal from the 14. Benedetto floating to the end zone. Has a man. The pass is caught. Touchdown Flyers. And it looks like once again it is Keenan Collins. And the Flyers have extended their lead. They now lead it 13-0. We now can confirm here it is Keenan Collins. His second touchdown here in the championship game. The second touchdown pass for James DiBenedetto. And now here comes Schwimmer trying to make it a 14-0 game. What could very well be the final play of the first quarter. Again, refs controlling the clock here. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. Keenan Collins with 2 touchdown catches here in the championship game. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen 14-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 14-0 Flyers on top of the Haverhill Hitmen here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. 2 touchdown passes from James to Benedetto to Keenan Collins, and now a big return here for the Hitmen as he gets down to the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for the Haverhill Hitmen, but they'll have to do it in the second quarter. End of one. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen 14-0. We'll be right back for the second quarter. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the second quarter, everybody. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen 14-0 here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. We're here at PAL Field here in Newbury, Connecticut, and on first down, Casio is going to take off himself. We saw him run a few times in that semifinal game against the Warriors, and he'll take it to about maybe the 46-yard line, so nice gain of about 6 or 7 on that run there. That first quarter was all Flyers. Hitmen had the punt on their first drive. The punt went over the punter's head. Flyers took over at the 24-yard line, and 5 plays after a Hitmen offsides, James Benedetto threw a 19-yard touchdown pass to Keenan Collins on the first play from scrimmage, making it a 7-0 game. And after an interception by Dromel Brown, Benedetto find Collins again for another touchdown. And now that's where we stand, 14-0 Flyers, trying to win their second championship in the last 3 years. Complete yet another undefeated regular season. Hitmen trying to get their first win over the Flyers here in 2025. And they're going to say, I believe it's going to be a false start the way they blew the play dead. And it is. It's going to be a false start here against the Hitmen. So the Wolves continue here for the Hitmen in this game. They continue to struggle. Another penalty backing them up here. It'll be second down. Call it about 8. Ball at the 41-yard line. Four receivers set here for the Hitmen. Second down and 8 from back. Ball at the 41. Ocasio throws short, passes caught. There's Rodriguez going into Windsor territory down the sideline, but they could say he was out of bounds near the 40-yard line, but he does get enough for a Hitmen first down. The first positive play here for the Hitmen, as the screenplay to Rodriguez gets them to the 42-yard line officially. So it's a gain of about 17 on the screenplay there. And for the first time tonight, the Hitmen are inside Windsor territory, trying to close this gap. It is now 14-0 Windsor. Again, 2 touchdown passes from James to Benedetto to Keenan Collins. Hitmen trying to do something here on offense as we start the second quarter. Ocasio's going to hit off here to Rodriguez. Big hole up the middle. And trying to follow his blocks, and he is wrapped up at the 35. That's a gain of about 7 on that run. Now, if you look at the website, and also check out the Windsor Flyers Facebook page, they posted their stats, and they have led in just about every category you could think of. And not just the NEFL, but also in the North Atlantic Division. They've been a dominant team all season long. As I said in the intro, everybody, the smallest margin of victory they had was 14 points. That means the least amount of points they won a game by in 2025 has been 14 points. That was that 14-0 game out in Cumberland, Rhode Island against the Raptors. Shows you how dominant they've been all season long. As I mentioned in the pregame, they blew out the Hitmen in both of their regular season meetings by 3 scores each. Ocasio steps up over the middle, and wide open is Jones. Jones pushing off a defender and out of bounds near the 15-yard line. What a play there by Jordan Jones, who had 2 touchdowns in that semifinal game against the Mass Warriors. He was wide open for that play, and then he shoved a defender for going out of bounds at the 14. That's where they have the Hitmen will start this. They'll have a first down. What a play there by Jordan Jones. First down at the 14. Hitmen now threading for the first time here tonight. And Ocasio is going to hand off here to Rodriguez, bumping off a tackle, bumping off another, trying to cut to the outside, and finally wrapped up. Flag is down. He is wrapped up. Number 4. Let's get you a name for number 4 as we check on the marker. That is Ronald Hopkins II, who had himself quite the game the last time these two teams met. I do apologize. I did apologize to him in the postgame. I called him Ronald Hopkins III. I misread something. He's Ronald Hopkins II. Team calls him RJ for Ronald Hopkins Jr. Ronald Hopkins Jr. But he was listed officially on the roster by the Flyers as Ronald Hopkins II. 14-0 Windsor on top of the Haverhill Hitmen here in the second quarter. Hitmen with their best drive thus far. And we have a timeout by the Flyers, so we will take one with them. 14-0 Windsor. When we come back, you're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. So refs have officially made this a first down and goal. Ball is at the 8-yard line. Again, this is the best drive here today for the Haverhill Hitmen thus far. First two drives led to a mishandled punt and an interception. Now they're threatening to cut this deficit in half. It is 14-0 Flyers. And Ocasio all alone in the shotgun here on first and goal from the 8. Free play, Ocasio. Pressure to the end zone, and the pass is caught, but he was out of bounds. We're going to get an offside here against the Flyers, so it's going to be first and goal from the 3-yard line. But the pass intended for, I don't see who the receiver was, but the pass was incomplete. You saw his feet, neither of his feet were inbounds. So it'll be second and goal. Well, first and goal now for the 3-yard line after they'll take this 5-yard penalty. Get an offside there by the Flyers. So as I mentioned earlier, folks, the Flyers have absolutely dominated their entire season. Again, their smallest margin of victory was just 14 points. They lead the entire North Atlantic Division in every category you could possibly think of. Passing yards, passing touchdowns, passes, yards per pass, yards per play, so on and so forth. And they're also first in the NEFL in a lot of those categories as well. A lot of them are pretty much tied for second, or they are in second place. First and goal from the 3-yard line. And Ocasio is going to hand off here to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is going to be down at the 1. Nice tackle there by one of the defensive linemen here for the Flyers, keeping him out of the end zone. It'll be second down and goal here from the 1-yard line. And this is the most promising drive here thus far by the Hitmen here tonight. Trying to cap it off here and trying to cut this deficit in half. They're currently trailed 14-0. Second to go here for the Hitmen down at the 1-yard line, trying to cut this deficit in half. You got Rodriguez in the backfield and Ocasio is again in the shotgun. Ocasio is going to take it himself and walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Haverhill. Isaiah Ocasio taking himself a 1 yard out, and it is now a 14-6 game. Let's see if the Hitmen want to go for 2 here, trying to make this a 14-8 game. Ocasio's staying out there, but he might just be for the maybe the place kicker, and he is going to be the place kicker here for Richard Grasso, as the Hitmen will take the extra point here. The promising drive here by the Hitmen after 2 failed drives on their first 2 possessions in that first quarter. Starting off strong here in the second quarter. And here's Grasso trying to make this a 14-7 game. Late snap kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Windsor Flyers still on top. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 14-7. Haverhill cut into the lead. And now a return here for the Flyers, trying to make something happen here. And he is brought down. That is Tyneek Woods, who's brought down at the 12-yard line, and a flag is down. You got Tyneek Woods on the return there. He was brought down about the 12-yard line, but I think this one's coming back. And we have a Hitman down, so we will step aside. So after the penalty, Flyers will start. at their own 6-yard line. And looks like the Hitmen called the timeout, so we'll be right back. Flyers starting this next drive from around 6-yard line, up 14-7. And DiBenedetto, and now we have another whistle, another flag down. And the Hitmen call another timeout. So we'll be right back once again. So we're playing musical chairs with the ball here, folks. Now the ball is at the 11-yard line. And now the Flyers, with their third drive, will have their first play. DiBenedetto in the shotgun. Brown in the backfield. And they can hand it off here to Brown. Brown trying to go to the outside, and he is wrapped up. Back near the 6-yard line, a big loss there. Led by number 13 there for the Hitmen. Let's see, let's get you a name here. Now momentum has switched to the side of the Haverhill Hitmen. And we don't have number 13 on our roster, but we do know that number 13 made that tackle there. And once again, momentum has switched to the Hitmen after that last drive. 14-7 Flyers on top here in the second quarter. Watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. We're here at PAL Field in New Britain, Connecticut. One of two championship games being played here tonight. Of course, the other one being the Maritime Conference Championship game between the Rhode Island Riptide and the New England County Silverbacks. So second down and about 14 here. Once again, DiBenedetto on the shotgun. And DiBenedetto is going to throw over the middle. The pass is caught at about the 21-yard line. Trying to see who that is who made that catch. Can't see a number, but that is a big gain, and it gets the Flyers out of their own end zone. Well, now at the 21-yard line after that pass play, Benedetto getting the Flyers out of their own end zone. A little breathing room here. And DiBenedetto floating it up top, has a man, the pass is caught! And nobody's gonna catch him! All the way, touchdown Windsor! No flags! That is touchdown pass number 3 for James DiBenedetto. And it is now 20-7 Flyers. And that is Tyneek Woods with that touchdown, a 78-yarder. Flyers now back up 2 scores. '78-yard touchdown from James DiBenedetto. This one going to Tyneek Woods. Now Schwimmer coming up for extra point. Once again, he's 2 for 2 thus far on extra points. Trying to make this a 21-7 game. James DiBenedetto, 3 touchdown passes. 2 of them gone to Keenan Collins. That third one to Tyneek Woods. And a whistle before the snap. Third touchdown pass once again for James DiBenedetto. 2 of them went to Keenan Collins, and the third one, a 78-yard bomb to Tyneek Woods. Now Schwimmer on for the extra point. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. 78-yard touchdown pass to Tyneek Woods makes it 21-7 Flyers on top of the Hitmen here in the second. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 21-7 Windsor Flyers once again kicking off here from midfield. There must have been another penalty. And they're going to take their time here before kneeling the ball in the end zone for a touchback. So once again, the Hitmen will start their drive at the 25-yard line. Coming off a very impressive, a third offensive drive, I should say, their first impressive one. Got him into the end zone. Ocasio running in from 1 yard out, making it a 14-7 game, and just moments ago, James DiBenedetto finding Tiny Woods for a 78-yard touchdown. The third of the night for DiBenedetto. First two went to Keenan Collins. And now 21-7 here. So we are, I assume we're in the latter half of this second quarter. So Hitmen trying to once again cut into this deficit they have themselves in. They'll start the ball at the 25-yard line after the touchback. 21-7 Flyers on top of Hitmen. Your receivers bottom of your screen, including Jordan Jones with 37, who had an impressive catch on that last drive. Rodriguez in the backfield. Ocasio in a shotgun. Ocasio's going to throw. Pumps, throws to the sideline. There is Jones again. And Jones is down inside the 40 near the 44-yard line. Another impressive catch there by Jordan Jones, who again had 2 touchdowns in the semifinal game against the Mass Warriors. And now they're putting the ball at the 49-yard line, so it looks like I don't know why they give him extra 5 yards. He was down near the 44. They put him. Oh, excuse me. That is the 44-yard line. I apologize, folks. So that was a 19-yard pass play on the first play from scrimmage for the Hitmen, and once again another impressive drive for this offense. First down at the 44. 21-7. Flyers have the lead here in the latter half of the second quarter. Flyers showing blitz now. You see Nick Selig there, middle of your screen. Here he comes. Ocasio throws. Pass is caught. Diving catch there. Inside Flyer territory. And again, I can't see who made that catch from up here in the booth. It's like number 4 there with the catch there for the Hitmen. That's Deshaun Watson. Got a couple catches in that game against the Mass Warriors in that semifinals. 20-12 victory. That's his first catch of the night here. He gets the ball. Once again, the Flyers are now, the Hitmen are now in Flyer territory once again. Ball at the 46-yard line. He's going to try to cut into this deficit as we near the end of this first half here in this North Atlantic Division Championship game. Once again, it's Rodriguez in the backfield and Ocasio in the shotgun. And Ocasio, pressure, throws off his back foot and nobody's there. Ball was thrown out of bounds. And no flag for intentional grounding there. It looks like because Ocasio was outside the pocket. So second down at 10. Ball once again at the Flyer 46-yard line. 21-7 Windsor. Trying to win their second championship in 3 years. Won the ECFL championship in 2023. Took the 2024 season off. And here they are, 10-0 in 2025. Technically, they're 12-0. That's what they'll tell you. They had 2 preseason victories over the Boston Chargers and the Brooklyn Bengals. Both of those shutout games in March and April, respectively. But here in the NEFL, they're 10-0. Second down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line. Ocasio, pressure, throws over the middle, and a nice catch there. Down to the 35-yard line. And once again, it's Deshaun Watson. I apologize for the live stream, folks. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here in New Britain, so we will be right back right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 2-minute warning here in New Britain, Connecticut. The Windsor Flyers have a 21-7 lead over the Haverhill Hitmen here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. As Ocasio pressure, throws, passes, caught, and Watson with his third catch gets down near the 30. So Deshaun Watson, 3 catches on this drive after having none on the first 3 drives. And the Hitmen once again are threatening here. First down with Hitmen Delta 30. Ocasio pressure, and they're going to call him down near the 40. And there he is again, Jarmel Brown, who had the interception earlier in the game. Well, that's to the second touchdown pass to Keenan Collins. So quarterback against quarterback, and they'll wrap him up officially at the 38-yard line. And the Flyers have called a timeout, so we're right back right here on YouTube and on the live stream. So out of the timeout, Hitmen driving here. Under 2 minutes left here in the half, down 21-7 against the Flyers. Ocasio. Plenty of time. Now the pressure coming. Throws over the middle. And wide open. Receiver drops the ball. And that was gift wrap there for number 16. And he could not come up with it. And that was Grasso, the kicker. Could not make that catch. Look for the marker. And the marker reads 4th down here. And the Hitmen are going to go for it here. After an impressive drive the last time out, they're trying to score it before the end of the half, trying to make it a 7-point game. Hitmen get the ball to start the second half, so if they score here and hold the Flyers to the end of the half, they'll have a chance to come into the third quarter to tie the game. 4th down stop here for the Windsor defense with 2 timeouts. They have a chance to break this one open here before halftime. 4th down. Ocasio. Pressure. Chucking it down the field, and the pass is incomplete. And once again looks like it goes for Grasso. And that's a big stop for the Windsor defense. So their offense coming back out. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Flyers now with the ball in the 21-7 lead here with under 2 minutes left at the 38-yard line. Trying to extend on their lead here before the end of the half. Benedetto again the shotgun. Already has 3 touchdown passes in this first half. Rose short here. Pass caught. Trying to get to the outside, and he will get out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And a flag. Looks like it was a late hit there against the Hitmen. Pass caught there by Dexter Berry. Looks like he was hit out of bounds late. And that should add 15 more yards. And we'll put the Flyers inside Hitman territory. And that's exactly what's going to happen as you see the Hitmen now go backing up into their own side of the field. And there's the official with the football as well. And he's going to place it at the 40-yard line. So now, again, with a chance here to blow this game open. Up 21-7 here with under 2 minutes left in the half. And still 2 timeouts. The Flyers are gifted a 15-yard penalty on a late hit against the Hitmen. And now here come the Flyers. First fresh set of downs here. Ball at the Hitmen 40-yard line. That's the 15-yard penalty. It's to Benedetto in the shotgun. Brown in the backfield. Benedetto throws to the sideline. Pass caught. And he is immediately brought down at the 35. And the Flyers call their second timeout. We'll be right back right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Flyers now with 1 timeout left. Ball at the 36-yard line. First down. Second down. Excuse me. The marker reads second down. To Benedetto. Pumps. Throws up top. And the pass is intercepted. And that is a blow to the Flyers here at the end of the half. And that is the first half comes to an end. Flyers with a 21-7 lead at halftime. We'll be right back for the second half. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the second half, everybody. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen 21-7, and the second half kickoff will go out of bounds, and the Flyers, will start with the football at the 40-yard line. 21-7 once again is the score here as we start the second half. And I had misspoke, folks. I thought that the Hitmen were getting the ball to start the second half. No. The Flyers won the toss. They deferred the second half, so they'll start with the football here. And once again, a chance to really blow this game open here. Again, you're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. 21-7. Flyers on top of the Hitmen. James DiBenedetto had three first half touchdown passes. Two of those going to Keenan Collins and one going to Tyreek Woods. And at the last play of the half, he threw that interception on the sideline. So they're trying to get their kicker, Avi Schwimmer, to about the 25-yard line. That's what he said. That was his range. So after the kickoff goes out of bounds, the Flyers start with the ball at their own 40-yard line. Once again, up 21-7, trying to break this one open here to start the second half. Got Jakarian Brown in the backfield. James Benedetto in at quarterback in the shotgun. And they're going to hand off here to Brown on first down, cutting to the outside. Bumping off tackles and still going. Dragging a pile. What a run here by Brown down to the 42. And the leading rusher during the 2025 NEFL regular season, his best run here tonight. Gain of 18 on that one. That ball officially placed at the 43-yard line, so officially a gain of 17 on the run there. But again, the biggest run of the night there by Jakarian Brown, who had 2 touchdowns since the last time these two teams met out in Lawrence, Massachusetts. First down for the Flyers, now at the Hitmen 43-yard line. Benedetto is going to throw. Chucking it down the field, has a man. The pass is intercepted. The second interception for the Haverhill defense. And who else but Jordan Jones, still going on the sideline. Finally wrapped up around midfield. So after throwing 3 first half touchdown passes, Benedetto has thrown 2 interceptions on the last 2 drives. And the Hitmen are back in business. Pass was thrown into double coverage inside the 10-yard line, and Jordan Jones, who again had 2 touchdowns in that semifinal win against the Mass Warriors, playing some defense here, coming away with the interception. And now down 21-7, the Hitmen with another chance to cut into this deficit. And they'll officially put the ball at the 48-yard line. Windsor Flyers on top. James Benedetto just threw his second interception of the night, however. And now the Hitmen have a chance to cut into this deficit with the ball at the 48. Isaiah Casio threw an interception himself in that first half. He's in the shotgun here. Josh Rodriguez in the backfield. And Acasio is going to hand off here to Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds a hole at the middle. Still going, dragging Selig down to the 40-yard line. Another big run there for the second leading rusher in the NEFL here in 2025. The ball is officially at the 39-yard line. Well, that's a 13-yard run there on first down for Josh Rodriguez. And now fans of each side going at each other. Had a fire truck here on the Windsor sideline. We're in the crowd for the Windsor Flyers. First down with Hitman, ball at the Flyer 39-yard line. And Acasio hands off here again to Rodriguez. Trying to find room, and he will crawl his way to the 36, gain of 3. This coming off James Benedetto's second interception here in this game after throwing 3 first-half touchdown passes. There were interception at the end of the half. And now on the first Windsor drive, going deep for a receiver, throwing into double coverage. Pass was intercepted by Jordan Jones. And now in a 21-7 game, Hitman with a chance to cut into the lead. Be second out at 7 here, ball about the 37-yard line. Acasio Pressure, throws, and nobody's there. Pressure brought on by the Flyer defense. And that'll be third down here for the Hitmen. Trying to again capitalize off the interception by Jordan Jones. Be third down and 7 here. Big third down here, both sides. Third down and 7 from the 37. Ocasio. Pressure, steps up over the middle, and that pass is tipped and incomplete. Now decision time here for the Hitmen. Do they want to go for it here, down by 2 scores here in the third quarter? Or are they going to punt the ball back to the Flyers? It looks like the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Ball again at the 37-yard line. So we fourth down at 7. It's a big play here for the Hitmen. Three receiver set here. Fourth down and 7 from the 37. Ocasio steps up, and he's going to take off. Ocasio has a first down and more. Down to the 25, and a big fourth down conversion for the Hitmen. That's one they desperately needed, down 21-7 here in the third. And on third down and 7, Ocasio picks up 12. Give the Hitmen a fresh set of downs. Ball out to 25. First down with Hitmen, ball at the Windsor 25-yard line. And Ocasio going to hand off here to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is brought down about the 21-yard line. So a big fourth down conversion there. A gain of 12 and a fourth down at 7 on the run there by Ocasio. Saw nobody was open and had found the wide open hole to take off. Well, now at the 21-yard line, so a gain of about 4 yards on that carry there by Rodriguez. Flyers up 21-7. Hitmen knocking on the door. Be second down at 6 here from the 21. Windsor crowd cheering for the defense to make a big play here. Ocasio chucking it up top. Has a man in the end zone. The pass is dropped. Grasso had a chance, but a ball right out of his hands. And the coverage there by number 1 on the play for the Windsor defense. That is Neil Jeremy, who had the interception last time these two teams met out in Lawrence. And good, nice pass by Ocasio, but the pass went right out of the hands of Grasso. It'll be third down here coming up now. 3rd and 6 here for the Hitmen. But again, they need to make this conversion here. Down 21-7. Ocasio rolling out. Floating it up top. Has a man, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Jones. And now another fourth down coming up here for the Hitmen. And once again, you got to think they got to go for it here. Down 2 scores. So it's going to be another big fourth down here for the Hitmen. Flyers defense trying to make another big stop here. Fourth down and 6. 2 straight incompletions by Ocasio. Big play here for the Windsor defense. Hitmen needs to convert here on 4th down and 6. Ocasio. Plenty of time. Now the pressure coming. Throws off his back foot. And the pass is incomplete. Tipped away at the goal line. And the Windsor defense makes the stop on 4th down. Their offense coming back out with a 21-7 lead when we come back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Flyers offense trying to bounce back after throwing an interception on their last drive. Up 21-7, they have the ball 1st down at the 20-yard line. Benedetto throws to the sideline, pass is caught. It's Collins. And Collins loses the football. But it looks like the Flyers got back on top of it. Let's see, they're still fighting for the football here. Wait for the official word. It looked like the Flyers did get back on top of it, however. Almost giving it away once again on this drive, but they are able to pull back on that fumble. Lost a few yards on that one. Be 2nd down and long. James DiBenedetto with 3 first-half touchdown passes. Has thrown 2 interceptions, 1 at the last play of the half, and 1 on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. And now we have a whistle. Now George Jones having some words with one of the officials. And Keenan Collins has now come out of the game. Looks to be in a little bit of pain, but was able to get up under his own power. And we can continue action here from New Britain. 21-7 is still your score. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. It'll be 2nd down here. Ball is back at about the 17-yard line. So loss of 3 on the play there by Collins. Benedetto throws, pass caught. There's Sylvia. Tyler Sylvia breaking off 1 tackle. Diving forward to the 23-yard line. That's going to be 3rd down and 7 here. They got those yards back that they lost, and 3 more. Be 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Flyers. It'll be 3rd down and 7 here. Ball is at the 23-yard line. Hitmen defense now trying to make a stop here, trying to keep this a 2-score game. Defense has done their job each of the last 2 drives, intercepting 2 passes off of DiBenedetto, including the one at the end of the half. Third down and 7. Got Ocasio out there in safety. DiBenedetto throws, short pass caught. And it looks like Tyneek Woods, and he is brought down right there at the original line of scrimmage. So no gain on that play, and it's going to be 4th down for the first time. We're going to see the Flyers punt the football away. That's a big win for the Hitmen defense, keeping it a 2-score game here in the 3rd quarter. And you see a little frustration there by Woods. He wasn't able to get anything going on that catch. And now a flag comes out here after the play. Let's check the marker. What's this all about? See the flag down there at about the 24-yard line. I don't know what the flag is about. It came way after the play was over. And it looks like it's a penalty against the Hitmen. It's an automatic 1st down for the Flyers. So just when you thought the Hitmen defense had made a stop, a penalty gives a fresh set of downs to the Flyers. And they can continue this drive up 21-7. That's a killer there for the Hitmen defense who thought he made a stop. And then a personal foul gives them 3 yards. It should be 15 yards. Because that flag came way after the play was over. And now the Flyers have the ball at the 41-yard line. So that was a 15-yard penalty and a killer again for the Hitmen defense. Flyers still remain out there on offense, up 2 scores. Benedetto hands off here to Brown. Brown cut up the middle, finding a hole. Still going inside the 40 to the 43. Another impressive run there by Jakarian Brown. Another 2 more flags coming out. And once again, the Hitmen defense giving for another fresh set of downs here to the Flyer offense. This is going to put the football inside Hitmen territory. That's back-to-back penalties here against the Hitmen defense for unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul, whatever they may be. That's going to be another fresh set of downs for the Flyers. Now the question is, will somebody be suspended?
Hey, 13, you're garbage. Yeah, there you go. You hear me now? I'm in your fucking head now. Hey, 13, I'm backstroking in that motherfucker right now. Yeah. I got you, Fortune. I got you. 13, back to your side, brother.
Ball still plays at the 43-yard line. That was a 2-yard run there by Jakarian Brown. Saw the flag come out after the play. And the way the crowd is cheering over here on the Flyers sidelines, you would think they move in with the football here. But they keep the ball at the 43. 21-7 is your score. Flyers on top. So we'll be second down here at the 43-yard line. And Benedetto hands off here to Brown. Brown trying to get some extra yards and pushing that pile all the way down to the 48-yard line. And 2 more flags coming out. And now one of the Hitmen. Looked like he was flopping there. Three consecutive plays with a couple penalties here. First one led to an automatic first down for the Flyers, and when they were going to punt for the first time tonight. Last one didn't move the ball at all after a run by Jakarian Brown. Let's see what happens here. And it looks like they call it against the Flyers, so the Flyers are now backing up themselves up here. Let's see where they place the football. Football is now down at the 33-yard line, so the 10-yard penalty. Actually a 15-yard because the ball got to the 48-yard line. And discussion here between all the officials.
Thank God 13's not even always automatic first down, 13 for the game. Get this guy off the field. 13 wants to give up. Look at him. This guy's just too big. Your guys are too big.
And now we're ready to get back to action here. So a 15-yard penalty here against the Flyers. Backs the ball back up to the 38-yard line. 33-yard line, excuse me.
Hey, 13, no matter what anybody says, you're doing great.
Four receiver set here for the Flyers. Marker reads second down. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Benedetto throws up top, and the pass is caught by Sylvia. And he's immediately brought down at about the 37. Tackle by number 6. And Sylvia looked like he might have hit his head on the ground there, sliding after being tackled. So he'll come off the field. And it'll be third down here for the Flyers. That's a gain of about 4 yards on that pass play. So another third down coming up here for the Flyers. So once again, a chance here for the Hitmen defense trying to make a stop. And the crowd loving seeing Nick Salick, number 6, come into the game here. Seeing him mostly play defense. He's had a lot of big plays over the course of the season. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown and a 34-0 victory over the Middlesex County Longhorns in Week 1. And he had the game-sealing pick 6 in Week 3 against the Rhode Island Raptors. Now lining up a receiver here on 3rd down. And a delay game will back him up 5 more yards. And DeBenedetto and Brown. Actually, that's Ozzie Hill in the backfield now for the Flyers. Neither of them could believe the penalty. The delay game was called against, by the back judge, standing back on the other side of the field. So now, as the saying goes, folks, 3rd down and a minivan here for the Flyers. Ball now back at the 32-yard line, so lost another yard from where they had lost on the last penalty. 3rd down in a minivan. And they're going to throw a flag here. Should be a false start, but let's see. Plenty of penalties here on this drive, and there will be a false start against the Flyers. Back them up another 5 yards. So 3rd down and SUV now here for the Flyers. Still up 21-7. We're still in the 3rd quarter. And that flag is still down at the 31-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We are 1 quarter away from crowning a champion here tonight in New Britain. Who will it be? Windsor Flyers have a 21-7 lead over the Haverhill Hitmen as of now. We'll be right back for the 4th and final quarter right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Start of the 4th and final quarter, everybody. The Windsor Flyers lead the Haverhill Hitmen 21-7 here in the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. We're here at PAL Field in New Britain, Connecticut. 3rd down here for the Flyers. James DeBenedetto in the shotgun, and Ozzie Hill is in the backfield. And another flag. We've seen a lot of those in that 3rd quarter. And it looks like another false start here against the Flyers. Back them up another 5 yards. That is indeed seems to be the call.
Yeah, what she said. Just play the game. It's strike versus strikes. We all know it.
So after the false start, 3rd down and very long here for the Flyers. Ball's at about the 37-yard line. Once again, it's Ozzie Hill in the backfield. DeBenedetto. Over the middle, passes caught by Selick. Nick Selick down to midfield. And a big play there on 3rd down and long. I don't believe he got the 1st down. I believe he's still going to be 4th down here for the Flyers, but a gain of 19 on that pass play. Don't see the marker from up here. And that's the actual marker does read 1st down. Now that I see it. So it's a fresh set of downs for the Flyers here at midfield. Ball fished at the 49. Hand off here to Brown. Excuse me, that's Hill. And Ozzie Hill pushing the defenders down to about the 41-yard line. That was a huge 3rd down conversion there. 19-yard pass play from DeBenedetto to Nick Selick. That might have been Nick Selick's first reception of the season here on offense. By the way, I meant to make mention of this. Somebody mentioned this. There are four Connecticut teams that have chances to win championships here tonight. Of course, we got the Windsor Flyers here against the Haverhill Hitmen. In the ECFL, you got the Valley Generals playing the Northeast Bulls. Both of those teams are at Connecticut. That's 3. And the New England County Silverbacks are playing the Maritime Conference Championship game here in the NEFL. That's 4 Connecticut teams who could win a championship here tonight. And a first down handoff here to Hill. A second handoff here. And Hill is going to get down to the 36, and he'll have another Flyers first down. And now it's a situation here where the Flyers can just try and run out the rest of this clock, or as much as they can, really. And if you get into the end zone while chewing up said clock, they could come away with their second championship in the last 3 years. But, of course, plenty of time left here in the fourth. But it is first down here for the Flyers. Ball's at the Hitmen 36-yard line. Barry coming in motion. DiBenedetto's going to hand off here to Hill. Hill at the middle, and he will get down inside the 30 to the 27. And that's another 9-yard gain. Once again, the Flyers continuing to just chew up more clock. And that's all they really need to do here in this fourth quarter with a 21-7 lead. Chew up the clock, get into the end zone, put this one away. It'll be second down and 1 here. Ball's at the 27-yard line. Flyers up 21-7. Looking to put this one away here early on in the fourth quarter. Benedetto hands off. No, he fakes. Chucking it to the end zone, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Windsor. That is touchdown pass number 4 for James DiBenedetto. And the Flyers have extended their lead. Once again, they now lead at 27-7. And the touchdown is caught by Devin Hernandez. And the Flyers may be thinking about getting that Gatorade ready to pour on their coach's head very soon here. Shurman coming up with the extra point, trying to make it a 3-score game. Kick is good. 4 touchdown passes for James DiBenedetto up to 3 different receivers. And the Windsor Flyers have a 28-7 lead over the Haverhill Hitmen. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game right here on YouTube and on the live stream. 28-7, the Windsor Flyers now lead the Haverhill Hitmen. You're watching the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. We're here at PAL Field here in New Britain, Connecticut. And the return there gets near the 20-yard line. The flag is down at about the 14-yard line. So next week we wrap up the 2025 New England Football League season, the Colonial Conference Championship game. Whether it be the Bombers hosting, or the Bandits, or even the Cobras, we will be there. Next Saturday, September 20th, we wrap up the season with the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game. And a personal foul here against the Hitmen. So whether we will be in Braintree, West Roxbury, or Middleborough, we will bring you live coverage of the 2025 New England Football League Colonial Conference Championship game next Saturday, September 20th. Bombers currently playing the Mill City Eagles in the 1-4 matchup. Bandits and Cobras meeting in the 2-3 matchup out in West Roxbury. Bombers also looking to get to the championship game with an undefeated record. Flyers trying to close this one out, up 28-7. Trying to finish off what would be another perfect season for them. Well, it would be a 21-game win streak. I believe a 21-game win streak. Him have the ball now, first down. And then off here to Rodriguez. He has a big hole at the middle. Here goes Rodriguez. Trying to bust off a defender, and he will be brought down near the 25. That's a big run there by the second leading rusher in the New England Football League in 2025. And he gives the Hitmen a little breathing room here in the fourth. But they still have a lot of work to do here, down by 3 scores. Ball at the 24-yard line. A little surprised that they're running the football here, by the way. You would think down 3 scores here in the fourth, they'd be passing the ball, trying to get down the field and into the end zone. See what they do here on this next play. It'll be first down at the 24-yard line. Ocasio throws, passes, caught, and now they're throwing the ball. Lose the football, ball's on the ground, picked up. Flyers have it, it's Selling, and he's brought down at the 22. And ladies and gentlemen, that might have just clinched the North Atlantic Division Championship for the Windsor Flyers. We'll take a break, be right back, right here on YouTube and on the live stream. Flyers just minutes away from the 2025 North Atlantic Division Championship trophy. So I've not seen yet. I don't know if it's here tonight. But first down, handoff here to Brown. Carrying Brown, breaking off tackles down to the 18. So that fumble recovered once again by Nick Selleck. Most likely has just put this game away for the Windsor Flyers. They're going to finish with a second consecutive undefeated season. Barring any catastrophic meltdown here, they're up 28-7. James Benedetto with 4 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions here tonight. Got out to a fast start. Almost looked like they were going to let up at the end of the half and beginning of the third quarter, but they bounced back here in the fourth. And now at 28-7, they have the ball once again inside Haverhill territory. And the handoff here again to Brown. Brown cut up the middle. Brown breaking off tackles and down inside the 10. And now 3 flags coming out. We got a little scuffle here going on. Tensions are high here at the end of this one, as Brown gets it down to about the 8-yard line. And we'll sort this one out. Be right back. For a moment there, it looked like the game was about to be called due to all the personal fouls and everything, but we play on here in a 28-7 game. Windsor Flyers, again, just minutes away from winning their second championship in 3 seasons. And the ball now back at the 25-yard line. Benedetto in the shotgun. A handoff here on first down. It looks like Hill again. Ozzie Hill brought down about the 21-yard line. So I do believe it is a 21-game win streak. I could be wrong on that. Dating back to 2023 when the Flyers finished undefeated and won the ECFL championship game. Not sure if it was AA or AAA for them in that one. But they're going to finish here with an undefeated record. I keep saying regular season. They're going to finish 2025 undefeated. They'll be 12-0. Or 13-0. They'll be 11-0 here in the New England Football League. And their 2 preseason wins in March and April, respectively, over the Brooklyn Bengals and the Boston Chargers. Now it's just a matter of running out the rest of this clock, depending on how much time is actually left here. I'm not exactly sure. But they even had the Flyers had the crowd doing the wave. They're singing, hey, 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 goodbye. I thought this one was over. Free play to Benedetto going to the end zone, and the pass is intercepted. And that's not the way you want to end this one. If you're the Flyers, that's the 3rd interception of the night for the Haverhill defense. And it's intercepted by Tyshawn Watson. However, oh, never mind. I thought they called an offside against. They called an offside there against the Hitmen. So that's the third. Again, not the game you want. I mean, they're going to win the championship. They're going to crown championship here tonight. But that's not the way you want to end the game here if you're the Windsor Flyers. And so the Hitmen offense coming back out down 28-7 here with a few minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And not exactly sure how much time is left. We haven't gotten a 2-minute warning or anything like that. Got Jordan Jones back there. Hit his own end. Oh, actually a field goal attempt here for the Flyers, and this one is blocked. So I'm not exactly sure. It looks like it wasn't offside against the Hitmen. And the Flyers went for a field goal there. I thought it was going to be, I don't know, I saw Casio in there. Everything was a lot of confusion there. So that kick was blocked, and Schwimmer doesn't get the field goal. It made the 28-7 game. We'll be right back. So after the blocked field goal, the Hitmen will start their next drive at the 15-yard line. Windsor Flyers just minutes away from a championship, up 28-7. See what the Hitmen could do on this last drive, potentially last drive. Acasio steps up, pumps. Brusher's going to roll out, shucking it down the field, and the pass is caught. And he'll step out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So a huge chunk of yards given up there by the Windsor defense. And a little life here left for the Haverhill Hitmen. They now have the ball officially at the 47-yard line. That's a 48-yard pass play. And trying to get something done here at the end of this game, now 28-7. They'll have the ball at the Flyer 47-yard line. A 48-yard pass play there from Acasio. And Acasio throws to sideline. Passes incomplete, intended for Watson. That's another drop for these Hitmen. I believe that's their second. They had one in the end zone earlier on. Grasso was able to come up with a play. So it'll be second and 10 again at the 47-yard line. 28-7. Flyers inching closer to a championship. They're second in the last 3 years. And you hear the crowd cheering for their defense to make one final stop here. Put this one away. Second down and 10. Ball at the 47. Acasio steps up, and he's going to take off. Using his legs. Does a really good job at that, and he is brought down at the 25-yard line. Windsor defense giving up a lot of big plays here on this, what could be the final drive of the game here. Yeah, we don't have how much time is left here. But in a 3-score game in the latter half of the fourth quarter. We're getting close to the end. And it looks like we've around reached the 2-minute warning. And we have a whistle here as well. So it's a timeout on the field. Right back to wrap this one up here on YouTube and on the live stream. First down for the Hitmen, ball at the Flyer 25-yard line. 28-7. Flyers on top here in the fourth. Acasio steps up, chucking it to the end zone, and the pass is caught for the touchdown. Hitmen cut into the deficit. It is now 28-13. Touchdown caught there by Jeremiah Torres, number 11. And now the Hitmen are going for two here to try to make it a 28-15 game. Rodriguez in the backfield. He got Acasio in the shotgun here. Oh, I stand corrected. Grasso is going to come up with the extra point, try to make it 24-14. Kicks up, and it is good. Hitmen not done yet, down just 28-14, under 2 minutes left in the fourth. Onside kick attempt coming up here for the Haverhill Hitmen, now down just 28-14. And they're going to pop that one up, and it's going to bounce. And last touch by one of the Hitmen, they pick it up. Now let's see who they got the football to. I don't even know at this point. It looks like they're giving it back to the Flyers. It was touched by one of the Hitmen, and I think it might have went out of bounds. I'm not sure. And you see the bottom left of your screen, James Benedetto coming off the field. So it looks like the Hitmen recovered the onside kick. So it is not over yet. Oh! And we just saw the Gatorade bath for Windsor Flyers owner Ish Muhammad. And now it looks like you see Benedetto coming back out. Looks like the Flyers do maintain possession, and that's going to do it, folks. The celebration has begun here in New Britain. So Benedetto, I assume we're going to have a couple kneel downs, and that'll be it. Jason Benedetto finishes with 4 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions, excuse me. All 4 touchdowns going to 3 different receivers, 2 of them going to Keenan Collins. And the Windsor Flyers, for the second time in 3 years, will finish with an undefeated season and a championship. As we get the flag there for I believe it will be a delay game. And now it looks like it's actually a flag against the Hitmen because they moved the Hitmen on the other side. Another personal foul, actually. Another 15-yard penalty. And they're still moving that football. We'll move with it. See the celebrations continue on the sideline for the Windsor Flyers. You know, at least maybe 1 or 2 more kneel downs from Benedetto, and we wrap this one up. And we wrap up the season next week with the Colonial Conference Championship game. Out in either Braintree, Middleborough, or West Roxbury. And they're thrown here on this one of the last plays. Or they're running here with Hill. Hill up the middle, pushing defenders down to the 40. And the Hitmen call a timeout. So not over yet, right back. And once again, James Benedetto in the shotgun here on first down, ball at the 40-yard line. They're going to hand off here once again to Hill. And Hill's just going to run right up the middle, get to about the 45-yard line. And the Hitmen call yet another timeout. Up to that next timeout here by the Hitmen. It's another first down here for the Flyers, excuse me. And the Benedetto is finally going to take that knee. And the Hitmen will call their final timeout. So we're going to get one more kneel down, and that'll do it, folks. And that's it. The Windsor Flyers are the 2025 New England Football League North Atlantic Division champions. They defeat the Haverhill Hitmen here tonight by a final score of 28-14. For the Haverhill Hitmen, for the Windsor Flyers, for the New England Football League, I'm Stephen Err. We will see you next week to wrap up the 2025 season and crown one more champion. That'll do it for this one. Thanks for turning out tonight, folks. We'll see you next time.